What is inflation and how does it affect you? Have you ever wondered why the price of your favorite chocolate bar seems to creep up over time? Or why the cost of a movie ticket isn't the same as it was 10 years ago? This is all due to a little economic phenomenon known as inflation. Inflation is a general increase in the prices of goods and services in an economy. Imagine a seesaw. On one side, you have the amount of goods and services available, and on the other side, you have the total amount of money people spend on these goods and services. When the balance tips, and people spend more money on the same amount of goods and services, prices rise. This rise in prices is what we call inflation. Inflation is like a stealthy thief quietly eating away at the purchasing power of your money. So, the same amount of money buys you less and less over time. Inflation is measured using something called the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. This measures the average change over time in the prices a typical family of four pays for a basket of goods and services. But how does inflation happen? It's a complex interplay of supply and demand for goods and services, the money supply, and people's expectations of future inflation. Central banks play a critical role in managing inflation. They use tools like interest rates to keep inflation low and stable. If inflation goes unchecked, it can lead to hyperinflation, where prices increase at an extremely high and typically accelerating rate. Now, you might ask, is inflation all bad? The answer is not necessarily. Moderate inflation can actually stimulate economic growth. However, most economists agree that a low and steady rate of inflation is ideal for a healthy economy. In recent news, the inflation rate has been a hot topic. For instance, it was reported in March 2023 that the inflation rate fell in line with expectations at a 6% annual rate. However, the report was overshadowed by banking system turmoil. This goes to show how interconnected our financial system is and how the ripple effects of one event can impact something like inflation. In conclusion, inflation is a rise in the general level of prices of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. It affects your purchasing power, the cost of living, and can even impact economic policies. Central banks play a key role in managing inflation to ensure the economy operates at a healthy level. Remember, the next time you notice the price of your favorite chocolate bar creeping up, you'll know who to blame. Inflation.